that is a magnetic field positive or negative?
No, no, that's a convention that when we say in case of magnetism, we call it North Pole and South Pole. So, while in case of charge, we say positive charge and negative charge.
So what is the charge of the magnetic field?
No, no, what do you, there is this question has no meaning. What is the charge? Magnetic field is something which is created by a moving charge. If the charge is static, it doesn't create any magnetic field. But if the
So
charge
sir,
moves, it will create a magnetic field.
sir, if I bring out two magnetic fields and they're touching, so what will happen?
In case of this field, field is basically lines of force.
Yes,
So
sir.
where there are two magnets, the effect of two magnets are there. So the resultant force will be as per the force law. Suppose you have got number of forces at one place, and then
Yes.
there is a resultant force is there. So it comes from that.
So, sir, my view on this magnetic field is like if we have a very strong, let's say it's a positive charge, and and if it is very large, its influence can be also. Sir, I think so. You're not getting me right now. Sir, did you get me?
Hmm. Yeah. What is that sound?
Sir, it is coming from Earth's.
From Earth.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Earth. Are you generating sound? Hello, Earth. You are generating some sound. No? Okay, he says no.
Okay, sir. So I was saying that if we have a lot of positive charge in an element, so that positive charge will will influence others and and the range in which it can also be called the magnetic field of that element.
If the charges are moving, yeah, if the charges move, it will create magnetic field. Yes.
Okay, sir.
If the
So
charges are not moving, it won't create magnetic field.
okay, sir. So and sir, so how do these laws help us make these advanced technologies like this video camera, etc.?
The reason is that, see, of the four forces, we have the gravitational force,
Yes.
which is a very weak force in our life, and then there is a strong and a weak force, which is inside the nucleus. It is felt, not outside the nucleus. So, but they are very strong forces and very short distance forces they are. So in our life, we are governed mostly by the electromagnetic forces. So all the technological development which take place deals with electromagnetic force.
So, sir, we are capturing these electromagnetic waves, and how are we projecting it to the other person's screen?
No, so there are many devices which go into finally doing it. So ultimately, this electromagnetic that interaction which goes into ultimately must yield some kind of electron or some kind of photon, so that the LED screen which is there, let us say, suppose is there LED screen you have, those are light emitting devices. So ultimately generates that. So that is where the electrons are getting, changing their levels and emitting photons. So
Okay.
that you have to do, but through because gravitational force is of no importance there. Neither is the strong and the weak force, only electromagnetic force. And on the Earth, electromagnetic force does play most of the role. In the universe, gravity and electromagnetic force they play very huge role.
Okay. So, sir, and how is this sound coming from when I say something, and how it is coming to you?
The sound is coming to you when you are speaking. You are making the molecules around you vibrate,
So, sir,
vibrate longitudinally. Okay, your and say one molecule vibrates, so it hits the other molecule vibrates, so it reaches our ear, and in the ear, what happens is that again it is converted to electromagnetic signal and goes to the brain, and so that's how we perceive the sound.
okay, so, sir, if we bring out many small particles together and then we speak, so will the sound of speed be higher?
No, the speed is, suppose it is in, let us say, in the atmosphere, it is a particular speed is there.
Yes.
Only in case of, let us say, materials, the sound speed changes.
So, sir, in the material, what is happening that the molecules are getting closer, so that is why the speed of sound is getting higher.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Okay, sir.
So how did you jump from electromagnetism to sound?
So, sir, your voice is coming from your side and my is coming to you. So, I had these few questions about other devices. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so all along, the sound is being, when you read in a physics book, the sound chapter will be very different from electromagnetism.
Yes.
But ultimately, when we use in our life, the both are interconnected. So,
Okay, sir.
But
so Pankaj ji, how
one
is your experience?
हेलो सर सर मेरे को हेमंत जी
to
तो जो आइन हेलो
Aryan. So I just want to say also that one thing common in all is the wave. You have sound waves, you have electromagnetic wave, and you have light waves. So only thing is that frequency of all the different waves are different. Okay, that's the only difference we have. And because of the different frequencies, the propagation rate is different, because sound or light, basically you measure it how many cycles per second it goes, right? So in the case of sound, you have very small amount of cycle, number of cycles are very few. That's why the speed of sound is way lower compared to what you have in the case of light or electromagnetism.
Yeah, and there is, yeah,
Because
to
only
add
limited
to
number
what
of waves can travel like that. Light, there
and
can be millions.
and what Amarnath ji has said, I'll just add to that. The only difference between sound and the electromagnetic is the sound is a longitudinal wave in the sense that vibrations are in the direction of propagation. Is in the direction in which it is propagating. The molecules are also, going, moving in that direction. But in case of electromagnetic wave, it is the direction is this, and the wave is transverse. Transverse means perpendicular to the direction of propagation. This is one very
Yeah.
important
Basically,
difference
the
between the two.
two different directions, right? Two different, what you call bidimensional, like single dimension, two dimension. We have been talking about 10 dimensions now, but traditional
Yeah.
case, if we understand only three dimensional, that will be good for at this point. Three is good for you. X,
So
Y, and Z, we
interesting
call it.
thing,
Yes.
Amarnath ji, interesting thing was one Babaji came on the TV channel and he said that the astronauts have gone to the space and they heard a sound from the sun. And they heard it. So people asked, in that interview, people asked what sound it was. So the Baba said that it was saying Om, Om, like that.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They
But
they all do stupid talk like that. Doesn't make any sense.
yeah, So, but now you understand
Yeah,
that because it needs molecules and there are no molecules between sun and the earth. Very little molecules means
yeah,
almost non-existent. It's almost a vacuum. So sound cannot come
yeah.
from sun to the
How
earth.
would the sound propagate from sun? I don't understand.
Yeah, but and
I
I
think
was
I
surprised. I
no, 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 no.
recently just
But there is one
1 week
other
back.
thing we have to see. Uh, let me make another comment that in the Bell Lab in the 60s, in the Bell Lab in Edison, New Jersey, they were doing some experiment and they were getting a hiss sound which we get in our TV set, like zrrr, something like that. So they were trying to understand where is that sound coming from, what is that, and finally they said that is some kind of you know like all the different waves we have, X-ray, gamma, or something like that. So they discovered that that is some kind of wave coming from the sun, which is becoming a background noise for all of this. So I didn't do
Oh,
too much study on that one, but they were able to catch that sound or vibration, or I don't know how they were converting into sound, but something to think about. That we may not be able to pick up the sound directly coming from sun, but there are many different waves which is propagating could come to this earth, and we should be able to pick them and convert them by our digital devices. Yeah,
Sir, Earth has a question.
Babas are destroying Indian science. Don't trust them. Uh, Never listen to any Babas.
Sir, Earth
If
has a question.
if we listen to Babas and Mullah, they always say that all the science is done. Nothing. If you Babas and Mullah will tell you that if you have oxygen and hydrogen together, you need God to make it water. God is the catalyst when the hydrogen and water, oxygen combine to become a water. That is how they teach in Pakistan right now, science. So without God, nothing happens. But in science, we don't believe that. We don't accept that theory.
Earth has a question.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Earth.
So I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
So like when earthquake happen, the tectonic plate collide with each other. How did the tectonic plate move?
Hmm.
Sir, I can try to answer this.
You want to answer? Okay, go ahead.
Sir, there is
Yeah, always.
molten magma on it. So it's uh, when we have something on top of a hot liquid, because of the movement in the liquid, the object also moves along it. So that is why the tectonic plates move, but they move very slowly.
Yeah, Earth, could you understand the answer which
Yes, sir.
Ariel has given?
Yes, sir.
No, inside the Earth we have got magma, and that is at very high pressure and temperature. So anything, and that magma, because of the change in pressure, no, with radius, it moved from from below to up. So there is a movement of the magma, and since the Earth crust is above, so it makes, induces some movement in this one. That is how it moves.
Okay, sir.
So, and now we are having, that the North Pole is changing its location. That means there is a change in the way the magma is moving, you see.
Yes. Sir, I have one more question.
Yes.
So, when we have a hydrogen atom, The difference is, like, we have the first orbital and the second orbital. The distance
Mm.
between them is some units, and when an electron is getting absorbed, and when it emits after some time, so it is also revolving at that time. So will that emitted photon will be the same frequency as the absorbed photon?
No, 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 not at all. Not
Why
at
would-
all. No, no. Suppose there is an electron which goes and bombards, let us say, the inside electron, one of the electrons.
yes sir.
To hit that electron, so the electron will go up to the
Yes
next
sir.
level. So when it again comes down, the energy emitted is the difference between the two levels. Even though the electron which hit that in the first place, that was having a very different energy. Only the probability changes.
Okay sir. So uh, in
Mm,
very
yes. So, so,
so sir, in very heavy atoms, the
mhm,
distance uh, uh, so the electron, the
mhm,
near electrons which are very near the atom's nucleus are
mhm.
near it. So what would happen, that the protons will have a greater pull pull on the electrons, so it will make it go very high speeds. So will that affect the atom by any means?
No, we have to get rid of this concept that the electron, since the electrons now are being described by wave functions.
So sir, it will have no effect on the electron.
So, so the classical picture we have to abandon in our mind actually.
So, Malikji, I have a question. I mean, I
Sure.
remember Max Planck thing in from my engineering background long time back, that for every orbit has certain you need energy level to jump from one to another from orbit.
Right.
So
Right.
that is debunked. That's not anymore valid.
No, no, that is there with each energy level.
Hmm.
See, there are different energy levels are there around a, say, even say proton, around proton, let us say,
Right.
in an atom. So those levels are there. That each wave function has got a characteristic energy associated with it. Like say in case of the hydrogen, let us say proton, the K level, the first orbit.
Hmm.
Orbit is a classical concept
Right.
which we have to abandon anyway. We have to replace in our mind by a wave function. So this wave function has got, Germans called it eigen energy. We in English call it energy itself just.
Uh-huh.
That is minus 13.6 electron volts.
Okay.
So similarly, the next level we have another one, which is, so that still
So,
exists. That each wave function has got a particular energy level.
so
Energy.
is it clear to you what he's saying?
Yes sir.
Okay, good. Or did you
But
understand what he's saying? Or you want Aryan to explain to you this
No,
thing?
sir, I understand.
no, no, Earth. I think he's in class four, isn't it? Are you? You're in class four.
No, sir.
Sorry, class six.
5.
Oh, class five. So, my God, if he is able to understand the wave function, I salute my young children, young
Yeah.
people.
It is the association which matters. You know, if he keeps coming here, then he will be understanding because that's what we talk. Uh, uh, you know, that I tell you the story that when Shankaracharya went to do Shastrat with Mandan Mishra and Bharti, they had a parrot, Tota. And since Mandan Mishra and Bharti, they were always talking Sanskrit, so that Tota or parrot was speaking Sanskrit and reciting and singing the mantras which they were chanting. So when Shankaracharya came to that place, he asked villagers that where is the house of the Mandan Mishra? And then the villagers told me, oh, it's very easy. You go to that straight road over there, and you will hear parrots singing mantras in Sanskrit. And then once you listen that those parrots are singing Sanskrit, you know that you have reached his house. So, same thing, so it is to do with association. If these guys come here, they will understand because we talk about every day. It is like our language, science language, and then they will pick it up fast. We will explain to them.
Pankaj ji is still there in the exhibition,
No,
and
no,
I feel
they will be there for a long time. That is go until 10. So that is good. So so people are getting the real exposure of what we do there when they come to the booth, and they are there to explain to them. It was a perfect day actually. I didn't realize this will be such a successful event because
right.
because live demo is going on right now. I mean, how can you do any better than that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I mean, this is being shown there to people. This
Yes,
our
yes.
meeting.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he has a computer screen, and people, when they come to the booth, they can see just the screen which we are seeing it right now.
oh, very nice.
Yeah. So people see that class is going on. So this is the real thing for them.
Okay.
But now it is a dinner time, no, and there is a dinner today there, so people are
No, that
still.
will start like dinner late. So after 9 o'clock, dinner will begin 9 or 9:30.
Okay, sir.
People are still assembling. See that a lot of people are still coming.
Yes. So, sir, I had one more question. So, in heavier elements, the distance between the orbitals, does it increase or decrease?
No, it's always when we say it is increases from the lower to higher as you go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but it is in the minus. So suppose -10, then it becomes -8, -7, like that.
No, sir. Let's say that in hydrogen atom, the distance
Hmm.
between the first and the second orbital is 1 unit. So, in like heavier element like uranium, what will be the distance between the first and the second orbital? Will it increase or decrease?
Uh, no, by and distance, you are asking about the distance between the two levels.
Yes, sir.
I think the distance should means the energy. We are not talking of the distance. We are talking of the energy difference.
Okay, sir. So, will
That
it
is very
increase
important. So energy difference will become less as compared to a hydrogen atom. Yes, that is true.
less? So, sir, when that electron will
So
absorb an
why it will become? Because you see the number of protons which are there in the nucleus is much more than that in the hydrogen. So there is a strong attractive force. So the levels will try to, if we talk in classical terms, so that
yeah,
means it will approach nearer to the nucleus.
yes.
And the difference will be much less as compared to this one.
Okay, sir.
But you can get one, suppose in the Google also, they'll give you the diagram, energy diagram of, say, uranium atom and the hydrogen atom. From that, you can make out what's the difference between one and the other. Or any book that's in chemistry book or physics book, you will get it.
Yes, sir. So, sir, sir, I think so. In the previous class, I had mentioned about the Bell's theorem. So, sir,
Hmm.
sir, could you explain to me what is it?
So I cannot explain, because I have not myself not understood it properly.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah. I have not understood it properly, but I know only thing I know is that Bell's theorem was made to test whether the quantum mechanical concept is correct or not.
So I
So
think
the answer was yes. Answer was yes till date. But people still think that there will be more question, more experiments in future to understand it.
yes. So sir, I think like when the wars are going on, like the World War One and World War Two, there was more scientific discoveries than today, because the because the scientists got paid to create things, weapons of mass destruction to increase the kill and death ratio. So that are news.
That is true.
That's the Earth has a question.
Hello, Earth, you have a question.
No, sir. I was saying that I have read about Bell's theorem anywhere. Can I say?
You want to?
So I have to say something about Bell's theorem.
Oh my God, I would love to hear from you. From a class 5 student, I would love to hear.
No, sir, because I have heard from any 10th class bhaiya who are talking with his
Oh, please,
friends.
please tell, please tell.
The Bell's theorem was developed by a physicist John H. Bell proves that quantum mechanics is incompatible with local realism, meaning either reality isn't real. Realism particles have defined properties before measurement or influence don't travel faster than light. Locality, cause, and effect are local.
Yeah, you are
Yes, sir.
correct.
So
You are
sir,
correct.
sir, he is trying to tell that quantum physics says that the universe is non-local. So it means that one thing, if something happens right now, so it will not affect that entangled particle. It will just do it instantaneously, and that is what the uh, non-local theories are saying. And in the other local theories, it says that when that particular particle was split and there were two pairs, and then we discovered one of its charges and the other one uh, was also instantaneously known to us. So it says that in that particular moment when the particle split open, its charges were decided at that time, and that's, I think so, the need for a local universe.
Yeah, I
Sir,
accept
I
what
have
you
a
are.
question.
Yes, sure.
So, like when a earthquake come under the sea, then it can like it causes tsunami. So, how tsunami can come? Like if earthquake happens very much far from the coast, how can tsunami come to the coast?
No, suppose there is an earthquake. By earthquake, what you mean? That there is a very huge mass which is moving suddenly. There is a sudden jerk is there. It is moving. So that creates the wave in the sea, and that reaches the surface of the earth, and then it reaches finally the coast.
And if the earthquake in sea happens like very much far from the coast,
Even though it is far, but then it travels because it's a huge, when the earthquakes are there, the mass involved is very huge. So it's a very huge thing, and it frequently happens. It very frequently happens.
and so what is the speed of a regular tsunami like?
Oh my God, that's I don't know what is the that will be the speed of the waves, pressure waves in water. I don't know how much it is. I won't be able to answer this. I'll tell you next time. I'll just figure it out how much it is.
Okay, sir.
It is a pressure wave traveling through liquid or whatever it is, liquid water. It is a pressure wave basically.
It's temperatures. There is a environmental temperature what you have there, because that also plays a role. And then there is a water volume, what is the density of the water, and what is the temperature of the water, because depending on the temperature of the water, density of the water changes in ocean, right? So colder water has different density than the hot water or the room temperature water. So it is basically there is a volume involved, and then because of the atmospheric pressure, there are different patterns of the wave involved, which is carrying the amount of water in the wave. So when the what you call the weather scientist, meteorologist, they put everything together, all these factors, and then they calculate what is the volume of the water displaced in each wave, and based on that they they compute what is the maximum amount of water it's carrying. And as you know that if water has such a high volume, means high weight, means it can accelerate the speed of the propagation, right? So that's why it becomes very fast, and fast and very before you know it, normal day, you have seen how the ocean waves are moving. In this particular instance, wave will move too fast for you. You will not be able to catch. And that's why people get drowned when this thing is happening.
Hmm. So I have a question for you, Aryan and Earth, both of you, as a home task. The question is like this: that when you see the ocean, say in winter, you find there is a ice over there, but inside there is water. Why that water doesn't freeze? Temperature reaches minus 60, minus 50, point is 0 degrees centigrade, but the water doesn't freeze. Why?
Can you repeat the question?
So when you see, let us say in the winter, you see the sea is there, you'll find that the temperature reaches minus 20, minus 30 degrees centigrade. But you will find that there is ice on the top, but inside there is water where the fish can move and all that, all throughout the year.
Let me explain me another way, Art, that there are some portion of Russia. They have big lake, water lakes in I don't know what region is that. There, the lake freezes in the winter time. It freezes in such a way that you can take your car, and now you have a big field. You can go and play your cricket or take your car for the drive on top of the frozen water of the lake. But the people there, they survive. What they do, they dig a hole, drill a hole into the ice, and catch fish in the winter time to eat. I'll send some video to you guys, seeing how they drill the hole in that ice. So the Malik sir has a question for both of you, that how come the water under the that thick ice is in the liquid form, but the top is a very ice. So why it is in the liquid form? Why they are not freezing underneath? That is his question.
Okay, sir.
This is the homework.
Yeah, and go on the YouTube and see that fishing in the ice hole. Search there, fishing in the ice hole, and you'll see a lot of pictures of those lakes which
Yes,
I
sir, I
was
have
telling
one
you.
answer.
You found it,
Yes,
Aryan?
sir,
You found it? Yeah,
sir, I have an answer.
yeah,
Uh,
good.
I have an answer. So, sir, when the temperature is very low, uh, the coldness only affects the uppermost parts of the layer, and it cannot penetrate too deep into the water. And if it's more lower, the pressure increases, and so the temperature of the ice can become lower.
No, no. Yeah, yeah. What you said is correct. You see, the first question that arises is that why, when the temperature goes below, even in minus, why there is what you call the ice doesn't go down immediately.
So can I answer?
Now let me complete the question. Now below there is a water which is, it cannot be minus degree. You will find in the sea, if it is there, the below the temperature is not in the minus degree. It's at a higher temperature, surprisingly. So that is how the fish is able to live. You see, in the oceans, the fish is able to live because the temperature has not gone down into minus there inside water, but there is ice there.
So now can I answer?
Acha, sure, please.
So the reason lakes, pond and water container contains fluid from top down, outer layer fluid, inner remains liquid in extremely cool temperature like minus 20 degrees, how you have said. It's due to the water unique physical properties, specifically its anomalous uh,
Anomalous, yes.
yes, anomalous density, behavior, the insulating properties of ice, and thermal conductivity.
Your
Like
answer.
water reaches maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius, unlike the liquid that get denser as they cool. Water behave differently near freezing.
Acha, Earth, you are 100% correct, by the way. But then, do you understand what's the meaning of anomalous?
So, like, I am not read this all things. My one friend is reading his book of 10th class or 11th. I don't know. I have seen videos. I have make note like that.
Oh, but so whatever you have said just now, do you understand them?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is what I was asking. What is this anomalous behavior of water?
So, like anomalous behavior of water, you can say different from what is normal.
So what is that? What is that? Anomalous means it is not normal behavior. So what is that abnormal behavior of water?
Uh,
Amarnath, the Earth has given the right answer, but
Yeah.
he had consulted the class 10 book and he has given
Uh,
the answer. You see?
sir, that
but he has to comprehend it. He has to comprehend the
Yes,
concept.
yes,
sir, let me
yes.
say something. So, sir,
I think maybe Aryan can explain to him a little bit. What is the anomalous? Can you explain to Aryan what is anomalous?
No, anomalous behavior is, yeah, no, yes, Aryan was going to explain. Do you want to explain, Aryan?
no, sir, I wanted to say something else.
Acha, okay, then let me first complete this one.
Okay, sir.
Now, water has got a very I am giving a hint. The answer has to come from you. The hint is that water has got an anomalous behavior, that as the temperature, any material, when the temperature decreases, the density increases. And then at 4 degrees centigrade, in case of water, it becomes the maximum, and then the density starts decreasing in case of water. So, a water at 4 degrees centigrade is heavier than the ice, which goes down. This is one effect. The second effect is because the ice is there, so the thermal conductivity of the ice is very poor. So these two effects, they explain that why there is the upper layer, the ice is there, but inside the temperature is not minus, it is 4 degrees centigrade. All the waters which is dense is below that ice. So the fish can live there for throughout the year without, only upper layer has got disturbed, but it can live all the way. See, if the sea is say 1 kilometer in depth, they are at a higher temperature. But I want more detailed answer from both of you. When you have to explain these two things for next time. You don't have to
Yeah,
answer now.
So, sir, I add one
yeah.
something to say. So, sir, as the answer Earth said, it kind of sounded like it is from Google, and the definition he gave for anomalous, it was the
Hmm.
exact Google description that I got. No, it is not.
Of course, we know that. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
He's googling all the time.
but yeah, it's okay. I mean, at least
Yeah,
he figured it out.
at least he's putting
He
some
didn't
effort
pass by
to understand.
only.
Good. So we don't discourage him. We let him learn from the Google. That's fine. But
And this,
gradually he has to comprehend what is the science behind it, right?
and
Yes,
because of this effect, Aryan, what has happened is that the marine life, means the life in the ocean, exists without, suppose the temperature would have decreased, they would have all died. You see,
yes,
but
sir.
because the water doesn't convert to ice, so the fish and all the marine and animals, they survive.
Yes. So,
And that is
sir,
how that is why we say that evolution we say that it started within the sea, actually,
yes.
inside the sea, for a
So, sir,
long time.
like we can imagine, let me give an example. So let us imagine that the cold temperature is like a push, and if I push this wall, the
Hmm.
first of all, the molecules that are nearest will be affected, and then at the last, the molecules which are at the last will feel the effect, but it would be very minute, because it was already absorbed from the first nearing molecules.
Because of thermal conductivity.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. So that is one thing, but the other thing is that the water at 4 degrees centigrade is heavier than water at any other temperature. It is the densest, is the heaviest. So always the heaviest thing goes down first, isn't it? So नीचे में
Yes.
था 4 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड में
ले
वाटर.
लीजिए एक सेकंड हाँ बोलिए
Okay,
तो
sir.
जितना हेवी होगा वाटर वो तो उतना नीचे चला जाएगा ना.
सर प्रणाम सर आरती ले लीजिए
Yes.
आरती आरती सब काम
Very
करते हैं।
nice.
पंडित जी का भी काम हो रहा है इधर से ये
अच्छा.
हो रहा है प्रणाम सर
Very nice.
जाते जाते जाते
बहुत अच्छा.
Okay, sir. So, sir, do you think that science will be ever completed?
Never.
Sir, why do you think that?
I think because see, the universe is so huge. So and and there are so many unexplained things. Always there will be a room for newer ideas.
Yes, sir. And sir, I also think that the discovery of science, and if science will be ever completed, it would be, I think so, very sad for humanity, because when science is incomplete, there are people who want to complete it and do progress and contribute to it. And if it is complete, there would be no interest in this field, and there would be no contributions, furthermore contributions.
Yes, that is true. But who knows? There might be some universe where people living beings have already understood more than what we understand. हम लोगों का साइंस तो हार्डली 300 years ओल्ड है.
Yes, sir. So,
दूसरा यूनिवर्स में, दूसरा सॉरी गैलेक्सी में हो सकता है ऐसा प्लानेट हो. They might have gone beyond this. That
so,
possibility does exist. But
so yes,
the interesting part, Arya, now is that in future, next 10 years, it is said that quantum computing and artificial intelligence, how to combine these two, will be the most active things which the scientists are trying to do.
yes. So,
Quantum computing and artificial intelligence combined, and once it gets combined, it will change the whole world drastically. So drastically that हम लोग को जीने में मुश्किल हो जाएगा, because how will we adapt to that situation, we don't know.
yes, sir.
So you can have your eye on quantum computing, artificial intelligence.
So, yes,
And today there was a news that there are two robots, they were a boy and a girl,
yes, sir.
they liked each other, and then they fought and they got divorced. They divorced each other.
Yeah,
अमरनाथ जी सुन रहे हैं?
I heard your story. Yeah, why not? We will
No,
make.
it has come in the newspaper today.
Yeah,
The two robots have divorced each other.
yeah. Japanese and Chinese, they are making all kind of robots toys. The
Yeah.
robotic toys they are making nowadays. So, like they do all these things. They make you like them real life avatars, and then you can see that one happening. They are fighting. Robots are fighting like you and me, like normal people.
Yeah, yeah. And then there was a gentleman in Davos. He has made a prediction that after 10 years, will be much better than human beings.
Oh yeah, yeah. Already yesterday, he was talking about that one. What is his name? Uh, Alan Musk in the Davos meeting.
Okay, is
That
it? Okay, yeah.
Switzerland, he was saying that basically there was a question from a big investor to him. What he will do? He said that computer will be capable of doing everything, uh, and uh, and even computer will start doing all the thinking which you do, not only the physical work. So then one interviewer asked him, "What then we human would do?" And he said that is a big question, and that as a society we have to decide how far we want to take it. But machines have capability. You can build a smart machine, lot more intelligent than you and I are, and
Yes.
it is just the beginning of the revolution. Industrial revolution. Now we are in the digital revolution, and there will be many phases. It will never end. So we can become and very advanced, and we have to decide where we want to stop it.
Sir, it is the humane capabilities that differentiate us from these AI and the robots. So, as a science started because of the humans questioning why and how.
Yeah.
So, even if science gets completed, we will our human capabilities will drive us to make us many other things, explore and create newer and newer things uh, to uh, to explore and get many other possibilities too.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% because imagine um, 200 years back, who knew that we'd be talking like this in a meeting? Who would have thought that we can fly to America and do it? All the things which we are doing today, all over the world, we can do it. So it is just happening in last 500-600 years. This industrial revolution, digital revolution. So I think that probably your grandchildren will be doing international trip just like we do to America, to India, Europe. Your grandchildren probably going to international space trip to Mars, Moon, vacation. Somebody will be doing vacation on Moon, somebody on the Jupiter. It's quite possible. I see that happening. Why not?
Yes.
I wish I could live longer.
In fact, oh, this is very interesting thing. I forgot to tell you. Yes, there was a discussion on that one too, because somebody asked Elon Musk, "What about extending the life of human?" And Earth, where is Earth? I don't see him. But anyway, so I learned in that discussion. He said that there are 35 or 36 million cells in the body. Aryan, please look at your research and you tell us exactly 35 or 33 millions of the cells in the body. And let me, so that you can see my video also while I'm talking. I like to talk. Okay. So 35 to, and so Elon Musk was saying that science has discovered that all these 35 million cells of our body, they age or decay at the same time. It's not like one is older, one is younger. They are very behaving. What you call it? They are synchronized altogether. So they age at the same time. So what he was saying, it's very easy to extend our human age. We'll have to play with all these 35 million cells of the body, and then we can extend their life, whatever their aging, or we can prolong their aging. So what he is saying that it can be done. It's quite possible that instead of average 80 to 100 years which we are living today, uh, maybe Aryan, in your grandchildren time, it would be like 100 to 200 years.
Okay. So I have one more thing to say.
Uh, yeah.
So,
So
sir, the thing you have mentioned, it is not 35 million, it is about 35 trillion. It is around this.
trillions. Yes, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, trillions. You're right on that. That's
Sir,
it. I
in cells,
just heard.
yes, in
So
cells we have,
yeah, so I would say that Aryan, why don't you make it as a project? Let us look at that part as a scientist, all of us. So do some research. That I don't understand the cell physics. What is that? Molecular physics or
yes,
whatever it is, and then do on this one uh, that how can we extend our life? I mean, what we have to do to the cells? What are the things can be done? So think about
yes,
it and make it a project, and maybe we'll talk about it when you are ready for.
yes, sir.
Right?
So, sir,
Correct.
yes, sir. So, sir, each of the cells has 23 pairs of chromosomes, and when we get older, these chromosomes start to malfunction and it produces faulty ones, and these chromosomes get shorter, and to increase the lifespan of the humans, we have to do what we have to do is to remain we have to give the chromosomes some good time, and we have to prolong their ages so that they do not malfunction. So
Good.
they are also, they are also responsible for the multiplication of the cells, so the cell divide into others. So that is how the human body is. So this is how we can increase our lifespan.
Yeah. I think what they're saying is that down the road there will be more focus in treatment, not on our body parts, but more on the cell, like you were saying, all those DNA things. So everything, they will look at our DNA, our molecules, all the cells, and at that level, they will repair it rather than, they will be able to see in advance the
Yes.
symptoms that it is deteriorating, like you just said, that it is deteriorating or dying or whatever, and what kind of help is needed. So I think uh, that looks like maybe we will have a lot more healthier society than what we have today in the future.
Yes, sir.
So I see Pankaj ji is still handling the crowd there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think we already finished the time for this one. So if today we can conclude on the time,
Acha,
because I,
Prem ji didn't speak anything.
Yes, sir.
Hello,
maybe
Prem ji.
is he
Yes,
there?
very good evening. Yes, sir. Very good evening, sir. I am listening carefully and just learning from you all, sir.
Are you
What that,
in
what
Mumbai
was.
or you came to Pune today? Are you in Pune or you are still in Mumbai? Mumbai.
No, sir. No, sir. Unfortunately, I am not present in Pune, but I am in Mumbai, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. So first thing is that we want to congratulate you. We heard that you have recently become dad. Is that true?
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. All right. No, that's good to start. So it means we
Yes,
got one more future student coming down the road.
yes, definitely. Yes, sir.
And that time Aryan will be the chair. Who will be done by then. So Aryan, you have students coming ready for you.
Yes.
No, no, very soon Aryan will take over our job
Yeah.
and then we'll have Prem ji's child